Sir, another insight that I found was that lead stays in the blood for about 30 days and in the bones and the brain for about 20 to 30 years.
There are three routes for lead to enter our body. What are they? Number one, lead is in the three different forms: metallic form, inorganic form, organic form. Now, no other possibility. What is this metallic lead as a lead itself? When we were adding anti-knock agent called tetraethyl lead to petrol to prevent engine cracking. Olden days, 1940s wartime, the engines were all aluminum blocks. Sudden change in temperature is to crack the aluminium. Sudden, when they ignite. That time they were adding tetraethyl lead to avoid sudden rise in temperature or heat and to avoid cracking of the engine. This tetraethyl lead used to come out as lead particles less than 10 microns in diameter. Along with petrol, it used to get combustion and it used to come out. And people who were going on scooter with the baby behind another car which was using petrol or some other vehicle, they were inhaling.
Yeah.
Inhaling is breathing.
Yeah.
It used to go to lungs. From lungs, through the blood, it used to go to various organs, get deposited, like in kidney, of course in the brain also. What happened? A pregnant lady, when she inhaled that exhaust from vehicle or from electronic industry where they used for soldering, lead soldering fumes, she was inhaling. Where was it going? It was going into her blood. When she was pregnant, there was no placental barrier. The lead from her blood used to go to the fetus in the womb. That fetus, first organ to develop was the brain, isn't it? And there was no blood-brain barrier. Child, even before it opened its eyes, even before it was born, it was already lead poison.
Oh.
One route is inhalation.
Yeah.
Second route is ingestion. We eat food. In Lucknow, I tell you, near King George Medical University, I was told the fellow was selling milk candy at a very reasonable rate. People loved it. Sweet and nice, bright white. What he was using? They found lead oxide, saccharin, that filter paper or some paper mesh. He used to make a paste of that, mix all this and give. Poor people, children used to enjoy eating that.
Yeah.
They were getting lead.
Uh-huh.
This is called ingestion. Now, that is ingestion. Food we consume, where they cook it in a lead containing vessel, lead leaches into that, and that we consume. That is, it goes into the intestine. Tell me. 100% preventable, 100% preventable. Day to day, I'm talking about only day to day,
Yeah.
nothing else.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about high end research or anything. Day to day, common man's house.
Yeah.
A rich man will have a generator to have 24 hours power supply. Common man will have inverter at home. You have inverter at home?
No.
When power fails, how do you get
There's
power?
power backup in the
What is that?
complex.
That is inverter.
Okay.
Power backup is a battery. It gets charged. When power fails, it at least makes some lights on and some fan. That is what you are talking
Generator, yeah. Community generator.
about. Oh,
Colony generator.
generator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a community.
Community, correct.
I have inverter at home. Many of them have this battery stored energy they are using. This inverter has terminals. You don't have battery at home for as a backup for computer for might be there.
Yeah.
The terminals, both the terminals, negative and positive, cathode, anode, it forms powder there. And your maid will come and sweep with broom and then powder spread all around. Child will be on the ground will
Yes.
be touching. This is another source of lead. That's lead sulfate is another source of lead. And of course, we have these batteries have a life. 3 years, 4 years. Then you give it to Kabadiwala. He will come and take. And where will it go? We are supposed to return it to the place where we purchased battery. He will give you 300 rupees. This Kabadiwala gives you 400 rupees. So everybody goes to Kabadiwala because he doesn't pay any GST, no tax, nothing. Whereas the fellow who buys it from you is accountable. He has to produce receipt and he has to produce
Correct,
GST,
correct.
tax. We, without thinking, just for few 100 rupees, we give it to somebody we don't know how he is handling. He will become backyard smelter. There are two types of lead recyclers. But in the old battery, they remove lead, recycle, use it in new battery. 80% of the lead is used in the battery industry, another 15% in paint industry, blah, 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 and other industries also. One day I was sitting in my department around this time, to 11:30, 12 or 12:30. One young couple, they were walking in. Then I asked my secretary, what do they want? Who are they? Sir, they have come to see you. I said, call them inside. Yeah, and I knew he knows Hindi. Kya chahiye? He gave me one slip, which was given to him in the OPD. The doctor who examined the baby was getting convulsions after convulsions. Mirgi, in Hindi we say mirgi, convulsion. Then from the time child was born, it must have had 10, 12, 20 conversions in 2 months, 2.5 months time. The doctor intern asked, what are you doing? What is the job? He said, private. The doctor did not keep it. Private mein kya kar rahe ho? Bolo. He said, I'm breaking the battery, taking out the lead, making pipes for the toilets because it's non-corrosive. He said. Suddenly, the student intern sent him to me. Maybe lead toxicity causing this convulsion in the baby. He came with the baby. I asked him where he is working, and he said he was working for some company, and then he was doing private practice. He was doing very well, and he was getting more batteries to break and make pipe, which he had become master the technique. He was skilled worker, started earning good money. He went back to Bihar, got married, and came back. Young lady came with him. She became pregnant. One corner of the room, he used to break battery, make pipes. Other corner, she used to make dal, roti, chapati, things like that. Fumes. Here, chapati smell, there battery fumes. She was pregnant, she was inhaling, all the lead went into the brain of the baby in the fetus, in the womb. There's no, I told you, placental barrier. There's no blood brain barrier. Child was born with impact of lead on the brain, convulsion. Then we had to do blood lead level of the baby. 2 months baby. Baby looked at me and smiled at me. I took the baby. It was such a cute baby, I tell you. Technician came, pricked on the heel. Babies, we do the heel prick and in capillary we take the blood. Baby did not cry, looking at me as if I'm going to give everything to the baby on the earth. And then this man asked, कितना टाइम लगेगा साहब रिपोर्ट आने में? I said 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But he wouldn't sit. His wife wouldn't sit. They have no footwear. Poor people. They came walking some long distance. He's asking how much paisa, and then he's searching here, here. I said, no need to pay any money. Wait. Still he was searching. He is asking how much it is. He was very uncomfortable. He wanted to pay. We did not collect money. After some time, before the report came, the child got very powerful convulsion and became still. People came, examined, and said, sorry, sir. When a nurse or a doctor says sorry, means over. Everything is over. They tried to locate the pulse in the carotid, nothing. Dead. Baby was dead. It was difficult for me to hand over the baby to him nor keep it on the table. Dead baby. The baby which was looking at me, I don't know what hope it had. No more. The baby was no more. Report came. He doesn't know the baby is dead. He's asking report आ गया अब बच्चे को ठीक हो जाएगा. I said, no more problem to your child. The child is not alive. I told him. He could not understand. I explained. If child were to be alive, lifelong, it would have suffered. Then he realized. I don't know, he told something to his wife. She almost collapsed. Fell down. She went to the ground. Child was no more. I went home to have lunch. My wife had come from bank. She was working in a bank. I was mixing rice with the same hand in which I was holding the baby. Mixing rice with some dal, mixing, not eating, not able to eat. She asked, what happened? Are you all right? I said, I'm fine. This is what happened. I lost one female child. She said, it's over. How long you will remain like that? Eat. My hand is fresh with the baby's skin holding. She asked me, are you born to your parents out of choice or by chance? I asked this question to every viewer. or born to your parents out of choice or by chance?
Chance.
Everybody says, I'm sure, chance. Some children are born out of choice also. The female fetocide is there, they want to get a baby boy. That child which died could have been sitting here interviewing me. How many millions of children? I'm not looking at only that child.
Yeah.
I went to Silchar, Assam to do some survey about 20 years ago. Silchar is on the other side of Bangladesh. I went all the way around. Silchar, there was an airport, but still I want to go by road, via Meghalaya and all that. When I went there, I was surprised to see some beads were sold in the shops in a gunny bag. Beads. I said, "Kya hai?" Then he said, lead bead. I said, why do you sell this? When the baby, female child is 1 year, a rich man will put a golden bead around the neck. The poor people will put lead bead. That lead bead, that child will, is sweet, lead is sweet. Start chewing. There are many practices like this. In my own state, in the coastal area, South Canara, during Dashara festival, they paint their body like a tiger and they dance to get some money. All
Yeah.
the paints they
Yeah.
use is loaded with lead, gets absorbed. Forget about that. Just 2 weeks ago, how many millions of tons of fireworks we used in this country? And the
Diwali.
white sparkler, white sparkler is lead. Green
Okay.
is chromium. Red is
Oh.
cadmium. White, the white sparkler.
Yes.
That flowers like it comes,
Yes,
you
yes,
do
yes,
like
yes,
this.
yes, 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 yes.
That is lead. Lead,
Okay.
aluminium.
If you enjoyed watching this content, you can watch the full in-depth video on the Body to Being podcast hosted on Shloka YouTube channel. To continue watching shorter pieces of this content, you can subscribe to Shloka Clips on YouTube. Don't forget to like this video and follow us on Spotify. Pranam.